Hey, thanks for stopping by today. I'm going to show you 4 very common reasons why your Genie garage door opener won't close. Stay tuned.
And action.
Okay, so we got the safety sensor light. It's blinking 2 times. 1, 2, 1, 2. It's giving us a code. The first thing you want to check, and this is a real common one, is just make sure something isn't in the way. So let's take a look. And you can see that this thing right here, it looks like it's in the way. So let me move it back. Alright, that's a little better. Yeah, so once I moved that back, red light stopped flashing. So that's probably the number 1 most common issue on why it's not closing, is just something's in the way. Yeah, you can get a leaf, sticking over it, hanging over it, giving you issues too. So just keep them nice and clean and just make sure there's nothing in the way of the other sensor down there.
Right on.
So right here's another common issue. I see this quite a bit. People bringing in and out their garbage cans from their garage or whatever, and you accidentally just clip the safety sensor. And you can see it's bent. So the laser beam is shooting this way.
That bites, man.
Versus this way. So that's another issue that I see. Bringing in the garbage can or whatever and accidentally bumping it. And that's going to cause that issue. And it's just as easy as, these things, they bend. They bend right back. So now we got the red light back on. So a bent safety sensor bracket will cause that issue as well. So just make sure your sensor brackets are nice and straight. The key is you want that guy pointing down to the other one. Alright, so here's another common issue as well. It's just the wire came out of the terminal. You can see the wire there. So that's possible. I've seen a broken wire and all you got to do is just restrip it and put it right back on the terminal. But, check both sides, make sure wiring is where it's supposed to be. See, once you put it back on there, your light comes back on. Let's say your wire is off. It's going to go off. Door isn't going to close. Wire back on. Light's going to come on. So check that. Super easy fixes. Hopefully one of these will get you up and rolling and get your Genie garage door opener to close.
We have a Genie model 3055. We actually have a couple of them. There's one, there's the other one.
The problem we're having today is it's a brand new install. So we have the red safety sensor, the transmitter. It's blinking a code right there. So I checked all my wiring. I made sure there was no staples in the wires. So another thing that could be causing that is a signal interference. There's some signal that's interfering with that. So what I found out was, so we have the red sensor on the left, we have the green on the right. On this door over here, we're having no issues. We got the red sensor on the left, green on the right. So check this out. If I physically stand in front of this sensor and block that sensor over there, check out what happens now. Our safety sensor quits flashing, so the other one's giving some interference. If I step out of the way, it starts blinking again. If I step in front of the other red sensor, look, it stops flashing.
Excellent.
I'm going to take this right sensor, the green one, I'm going to move it over to the left, take the red and move it to the right, and see if that cures our sensor light from flashing. Alright, as you can see, that sensor light isn't blinking anymore, so it was as simple as just swapping, pick a door, just swap the sensors from left to right, right to left, and that took care of this issue. The problem was the right-hand door here wasn't closing. So let's go ahead and try this thing. See if that solved it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there we go. Took care of the problem. So if you have that issue with the safety sensor, it's blinking and you got a couple doors next to each other, just check your sensors. You may just have to swap them and you'll be good to go.
Right on.
This quick little fix may get you up and rolling in no time.
Well, hey, thanks for hanging out with me for a few minutes here, and catch you on the next one. Peace out.